Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking more at Joe Cat's Crap Guide to D&D, 5th edition, specifically Fighter, Monk, Paladin, and Ranger. Which I haven't been heavily told is the class that everyone's like, oh yeah, there's something worse than Monk. Yeah. Oh, they tried. They really tried. They failed so hard. Yes, I have literally heard that exact discussion about every Ranger. Which, considering we have a Ranger in my D&D campaign, and he's been very clutch, maybe he's just really good at rolling. I mean, by comparison to the rest of my team, that's actually probably... That's actually completely accurate. Oh shit, that is actually completely accurate. Huh. Moving on. So we're just going to jump right in. I watched the first 4, and they were so good. I actually went and immediately just bugged my wife to watch them all. She's like, dear, I love you. Stop. I did it anyways, though. And now I sleep on the couch. So we're going to do it again. I have terrible impulse control, apparently. Yeah, honestly, I've been looking forward to this. And I just want to jump right in, see where he goes, because I want to see just how crazy he's going to describe these classes and how much I'm going to want to play them after this. It's like, you know what? I have one character. Now I need to make a million side characters, and I kind of want mine to die so I can get more, but I don't want him to die because I know the DM, if he actually hears that, will actually kill him. Yeah. We're not going to mention that part. And future me, if he's not being a dick, will remember to cut that part out. So let's get started. Again, oh, link below, you did it. And then you also hit the subscribe button to me because you too want to be part of that group of very selective people who will also not be notified by YouTube. Great. Let's get started.
Fighter-Man,
what?
Fighter-Man, overall he's fairly bland. Hit some stuff, hit some more, outside combat is quite a bore.
Really? Really, Joe Cat? You're doing the old 80s Spider-Man intro because it kind of fits with Fighter-Man, Spider-Man. God, I don't know which is more disappointing, the fact that you use it or the fact that I actually find it funny. It's actually making me want to laugh. It's so stupid, though. Why is this getting me? Out of all of the dumb shit you could have done, why is this the one getting me right off the bat? I'm judging myself on this one. Also, I was told that apparently this figure is canonically called Crappy. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Look out, he is a Fighter-Man.
Fighter, great in combat, nothing else. Also, I want to take a little level in that right now. The Fighter episode.
Gee, I wonder what it does. It's a goddamn mystery.
At this point,
Who knows?
everything.
I'll say it because nobody else will. If you pick Fighter, odds are you're also likely to pick Human because you're basic like that. And that's not just me saying that, it's science. Human fighters pop out of the woodwork like rabbits on Viagra because people are incapable of choosing something unique even when they're given options like playing as a kobold paladin who prays to asteroids just before they crush an unfortunate man's cabbage cart. Just look at me, for example, artistic phenomenon and originator of the satirical talk fast genre of videos. What do you mean I'm not the first one to come up with the idea? I don't need these...
I'm sorry, did he really just call himself out? Yes, he did. I actually don't know who Scott Falco is, but I do know zero punctuation. That fast-talking Brit asshole that everyone really loves to just shit on. And then, completely watch every single time and rewatch it. And I might have a problem watching his stuff. I literally watch it all the time. I need to stop. It is a problem. I need to stop. It is actually tempting seeing this right here. I'm not going to go rewatch the Skyrim reaction. Just no. I might go do that later. Shit, I'm going to definitely do that later. Oh, there goes tomorrow. So, yeah. Not sure who this is, though. You don't want to watch that.
First one to come up with the idea. I don't need these lies coming out of you. Everything I make is completely original and everybody knows it. Come on, Master Chief, let's get the fuck out of here. Fighters are the purest essence of the combat side of D&D, all about...
Oh god, he's doing the entire bit about being original. It's just overdone. And he pulls Samus. Just says Master Chief, is it Samus? Oh, just... everyone who basically does power armor fighters is basically ripping off Samus, because as far as I know, that's one of the first in video games. Not in literature. There were a few. A bit older, but still just... Oh, God, I love that. And the joke's even better. It's so meta. It's not just that it's a ripoff, showing it's a ripoff by dragging someone else, calling them by the wrong name of the ripoff name as opposed to the name that started it. It's brilliant because it perfectly matches what he says. And it's just so stupid because it's just in lore. I love this. Because it's also just feeding back on the fact that everything he said is bullshit. Because it's so obviously bullshit. It's like setting up an argument, and every step of the argument reinforces everything you said is bullshit. And I just... From a sheer writing construction standpoint, that's actually really hard to do. Because either it sounds like you're being completely serious and you actually believe this is bullshit, and you believe this bullshit. It's a very big distinction there. It's bullshit and you believe the bullshit, as opposed to it's bullshit and the audience is having it wagged in their face. Not whapped in their face, wagged in their face. Huge difference on that as well. That is bullshit. It's just the bullshit scale. This is the level where it's like, you know it's bullshit, they know it's bullshit, but you're playing the character who doesn't believe it's bullshit. And it's funny because you see that it's bullshit, as opposed to the alternative where it's like, oh, they think this is real. Back away slowly. Yeah, just... Okay, so apparently the fighter episode so far is just a diagnosis of, okay, here's generic BS.
Hitting things hard and fast, getting into the thick of the
Now
fight.
they can do magic hard and fast, and ranger hard and
They're all
fast.
focused around rolling more dice than a Limp Bizkit song, as well as being straight up easy baby mode, because you get to start using any weapon you want, heavy armor, some ranged options, a free cheesecake, and a complimentary belly rub just for picking the class.
Oh my god, that's adorable!
Everything about it is geared towards being so noob-friendly, even a Monster Hunter longsword player will be laughing at you. If you feel so inclined during combat, you can heal yourself, attack twice, and take a second action to attack twice again, all in the same turn. And that's at 5th level. Not to mention you getting more ability score increases than any other class means that if you go a turn without hitting at least something, then you must have made some kind of D&D sin that angered Gary Gygax, like getting weighted dice or
Been there,
milk
done
in
that.
before your
There's weighted
cereal.
dice I can buy.
Fighter flavors allow you to pick how you want to be hitting the bad guys, like being a magic bitch that can actually take a hit, or ride a bitch while you cut down a fool, or go all out sensei mode and just decide you want advantage for every attack this turn, so you're going to absolutely destroy a bitch. But odds are, knowing most fighters out there, champion is the best bet because it's basic. Yo, we heard you like fighter, so we put more fighter in your fighter. Just be sure to make your character a rough and grizzle-faced middle-aged straight white man with a two-handed sword and a mysterious and or tragic and or vengeful backstory just to fit the bill. Don't want to get too creative now, do we? And now you know how to play fighter, you're welcome.
To be fair...
Hammer, bow, sword, and shield. There's no limit what you can wield.
Did he really redo the entire song? I think he really did the entire song over just as a fighter. I will say, though, while that is a very surprisingly accurate diagnosis of most main characters in video games, Kratos wouldn't really fit. He's more of a berserker or a barbarian. Yeah, also because him in armor, I know he can, but it's just, it doesn't fit the entire aesthetic. He's definitely more of a barbarian. And next up we have Monk, the class that even I know, unless you homebrew a shit ton of it, is, yeah, it's better than Ranger. Yeah, I've only been playing this as of this year, and even I figured this one out. There's good ways to play it, mostly because Swarm, the abilities there are very actually useful. But damn, if this isn't a class that makes you think, wow, they really updated Ranger. I'm not really sure what that has to do with a Monk. I got lost in my thought process. Basically, I just realized Monk and Ranger are both going to be some of the videos I'm looking at today, and this is before either... I don't think Monk actually really had a buff. I know what I said. And this is before Ranger did, so... Oh, yeah, these are going to be huge. It's like the opposite of what his cleric video is probably going to be. Probably was. I can do words, apparently. No, I can't. It's like I'm psyching myself down from watching this. It's like, I want to, but I also know he's going to... Is he going to hype this up or basically go, ha, it's like hard mode, bitches? It's like, you know, Dark Souls, when you had the depraved option, you had literally nothing. It's like that. But it's also your first time ever playing. You had no idea what you were doing, and you decide never to pick up armor. Yeah. Oh, God. Drawing. Ooh, those are the key. What are they called? Pads that go straight to digital. Those are cool looking. I have no idea how to use them.
Oh.
What?
Why? Because, bitch, you were taking too long. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
Oh, God. The monk is a fist.
Fighting is like a science and can be used for either side of the moral spectrum. It can be used for evil, like punctuating arguments, expressing a salty loss, and beating up nerds, or it can be used for good, like self-defense, artistic expression, and beating up nerds. And monks are those who have trained heavily in the nerd beating up science of mixed martial arts, foregoing any sort of traditional filthy weapon proficiencies, and instead opting for wanting to punch, bam, boom, slam, kick, punch stuff. You start with no armor because, like a barbarian, you have the ability to deflect and dodge attacks with the power of your unconstrained...
Oh, God, what did that say? Okay, it said, I don't know, man. Should I hit her? Should I not? She's naked and I am uncomfortable. Wait, that's a she? That's a she? Really? I guess those are wrappings for the chest, eh? It's a dragonborn. I don't know what dragons look like. I didn't know until this very moment there were female dragonborns either. I thought the race was asexual and just reproduced like... Okay, no, wait, reptiles are sexual. Huh. I just failed biology. Thank God I'm an English major. Wait, I failed that part too.
Traditional filthy weapon proficiencies and instead opting for wanting to punch,
bam,
boom, slam, kick, punch stuff.
That was a cool animation bit,
because
though.
like a barbarian, you have the ability to deflect and dodge attacks with the power of your unconstrained birthday suit. But unlike barbarian, you don't have to rely on the pathetic material world to explodify goblins. You have your knuckles. Martial arts training means you can serve up extra punchables for the bad guys as a bonus action. So no matter how you're doing, as Mama said, you'll be dishing out more pain-induced fistings than two lesbians who consider watching porn as a reasonable substitute for sex ed. But it's not all coochie destruction.
I don't know what to say about anything he just said. Specifically, I don't know what to say that YouTube would allow. So I'm just going to focus on, I don't know how to transition smoothly here. So here's a Dodo Gamma. Looks like Wormmon from Digimon. But with a metal jaw. I have no idea what that is.
The monk is a slippery piece of work who's really good at avoiding any oncoming fistings, like a millennial trying to get their life together avoids self-care, by catching them if they're a fist projectile, or dodging out of the way if it's an area of fists. As you grow stronger, you can translate a fist if it's punching in a different language, and avoid any infections if the fister forgot to take a shower that night. As a monk, your shtick is the key feature, but since I can't come up with any way to make this section much funnier, and also because key translates to poop in Thai, that's how I'm going to refer to it from now on. You gain more and more poop as you level up, and you can spend your poopy points on various skills to do all sorts of things, like stun people, reroll saves, mask yourself and turn invisible, and any other number of crazy things based on which anime you want to imitate.
Wait, is that Shrek? Why is Shrek... I'm not going to think about this. Okay, one. Does key actually mean poop in Thai? I kind of hope it does, because this makes it so much funnier. More importantly, seriously, why is Shrek there? Long death... Why is that Shrek? Sun, Soul, and Shadow makes sense. 4 elements, yeah. Drunken Master, yeah. Why Shrek? This is bugging me more than I thought it would.
I would recommend Kensei so you could use the dual-wield chainsaw shotgun laser earrings if it weren't for the fact that every other archetype was just cooler in every way, wearing fancy outfits and taking the time to actually learn how to fist properly. Oh man, what a tough decision. Do I want to use a pokey stick or do I want to fire Hadoukens and Kamehameha blasts? What an...
Why not both? Also, I'm pretty sure Tasha's did do a lot with monks on martial weapons, but I didn't really look into it much because I was more sorcerer at that time. And for everyone who's like, oh, you were giving yourself a handicap, screw you for being right.
An enticing decision I'm really gonna have to think about.
Don't stop, we're in luck now!
And now you know how to play monk, you're welcome.
Oh my god, did he just animate himself doing a freaking... Okay, yeah, he did! Okay, no, this is beautiful. I love it. Just for this alone, monks, that's pretty awesome. And yeah, he's pointing out, yeah, they're kind of crap. But at the same time, freaking lasers, man. Also, the fact he said, you want a Hadouken? And then he pulls up a picture of you. But then, you know, I think the thing underneath it might be a different franchise. Must have that to Dragon Ball Zulu? Something like that. Can't be related. And next up we have Paladin, which is much less meme than the last specific class. I was going to say the last unit. Why the hell would I say that? Oh, yeah, because if you're playing a monk, you're basically a complete unit. Because it's like, I will now already have killed you. Yes, that is the exact quote, and I did not fuck it up. Epic eyebrows intensify. Oh, God. As you can tell, I'm a bit hyped on coffee today. Paladins, though. The things that made them crazy, even I know have been out for quite a while, so he'll probably have access to that. And more importantly, Paladins, when you play them right, are broken. Which may or may not be a reason I actually want to play one already, because I like breaking things. Mostly my own luck and just things that I shouldn't. I hope no one from my D&D group is hearing that, because that might give away some of what I'm doing intentionally. I would, yes, future me definitely cut that out. You heard nothing.
Boy, I love the smell of justice in the morning. There's
Justice!
nothing more satisfying than knowing the good name of Sword and Shield has traveled so far and wide that not even the Pokemon games are free from their incredible, awesome influence. And it's about time, too. You think I created this series to entertain and inform ignorant whelps of great hobbies their miserable lives are missing out on? Fuck no.
What did that say? No. You're... Stop playing a DWK. I can read in time. No, I can't. Okay, seriously, I miss so much. I'm just going to go back to this one. Joe Crap. Oh yeah, this is the first time they fully named him. Joe Cap would like to battle. Absolutely wipe the floor with you. Not even hiding there. Hey, if you're interested, can you see about making a crap guide to seriously though. Paladin. What about the craziest reactions? Well, not reactions. Request? Yeah, let's go with the requests he's got here. As far as reactions go. Yeah, I'm just loving this. So yeah, yeah. Seriously though, what was the craziest thing he was ever asked him? Probably a crap guide to hentai. Yeah, that would definitely do it. Yeah.
Hobbies their miserable lives are missing out on? Fuck no, it was to enforce the mighty name of the one true weapon pairing that triumphs all others. And if anyone were to step out of line and bring down the wrath of which tear-ass children tell their parents to scare them before bedtime, and then collect the aftermath of the pants they all shit because it makes for great fertilizer. Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
This episode, Paladin. That's a shield.
Do you want a tank? Do you want to fight? Do you want a class that'll instill fright? Take up some plate and keep the goblins in sight, because you want to make sure they eat this paladin.
Being alive. Oh, jeez.
Is the first on a short list of hybrid-style classes, stealing a mix of features from both
Sasha, Stoutbow, and the bard is already in love with her. Oh, God, I love this. Terry Crews. Terry Crews references. I mean, if you had to sell it, that would literally do it. It's the power! I don't do imitations well, apparently. But still, oh my God. Now I need to do this just for that.
the fighter and the cleric, meaning it's better at physically painting the walls with blood than a cleric, but more gooder at grammar and spelling than a fighter. But it's also one of the few classes where role-playing becomes somewhat important. What? Role-playing in my role-playing game? They really should have put some kind of warning label somewhere. I'm not submitting to this shit. If I wanted to follow some sort of code, I'd become a pirate so that I could at least plunder some booty while I'm at it. Otherwise, fuck you, gods. If you want me to play your game of ethics, you can kiss my shiny plate mail.
Boom.
Alright, fine. Just follow the code and don't do anything stupid that'll cause you to lose your paladin privileges like a spoiled rich kid who's upset that he doesn't get a fourth Maserati to crash. Like the other all-up-in-your-grill style physical fighting classes, you gain proficiency with every goddamn combat-oriented item in the universe. And yes, that does technically mean that you can optimally play a paladin without a shield and not have to...
No, it doesn't say just shield of... It said shield of fuck all damage and all ally protection. Stick of stickiness. Ooh, stick.
without a shield and not have to worry about being a less effective contribution to your party. But if you do that, I'm telling you now that you're wrong and I hate you and you're a big smelly doo-doo head. As a resident big fuck off bringer of divine justice, your job is to harness the power of holiness or whatever other wacky power, depending on what oath you pick, to have everything else die while they bounce off of your full frontal crusade like a turd in the wind. That's true for just about every combat-focused class, but the Paladin is especially good at it, what with having the aforementioned fighter-cleric combo skill set. You get multiple attacks, counter divinity, a free vaccination, casting abilities, more auras than that one silly anime that nobody likes, which means you'll be so jacked that your mere presence will muscleify any nearby allies so that they look like a typical character.
I need to go look and see how many comments were. Was that a JoJo reference? Because it's there. Every damn comment. You know, I was actually talking about his video, but I realized having just acknowledged it right now, this will be every damn comment in this video. Be like, is that a JoJo reference? That's a JoJo reference. Are you sure that's a JoJo reference? That's definitely a JoJo reference. JoJo! Dio! Why? Yeah, I'm just going to resign myself to that being the entire comment section on this video. And by resign, I mean, I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. That'll be awesome.
From said silly anime that nobody likes. And lay on hands, a pool of health you can use to heal yourself or give a single hit point to your ally because that's all they deserve for not letting the rogue check the obviously booby-trapped room first.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Reason anyone picks Paladin, and that's to never cast any actual spells, but instead use your spell slots to imbue your weapon with various flavors of smite. Because what good is striking down the heretics and heathens of the realm if it's not in the elemental attacking equivalent of your god sports team colors? Smite with fire, laser pointers, brain freezes, sick basey drops, and cheese! Cheese for everyone!
The fuck?
Sorry, I meant force. Force is what it says.
No, that's definitely cheesy.
And now you know how to play... Wait a minute, what the hell is that noise?
What? And next up we have the meme, I mean Ranger. Yeah, for as much shit as I was giving Ranger... Nope, I got nothing. Just gonna keep giving you shit. Yeah. The stuff that made it good came out in Tasha's. And anything you homebrew, of course, because homebrew's homebrew. But, yeah. You can unironically play a fighter and then do a better job at being an archer than a ranger. Yeah. It got better. But, yeah. I'm actually a little afraid to see what he's going to do with this one. For the monk, yeah, no, he made a very good point of Kamehameha, bitches, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the best argument for a monk ever. I'm wondering what he's going to do here other than Legolas. Literally, if he makes any reference other than Legolas, I will be surprised because that's what my mind goes to every time. And even then, Legolas is a fighter. Called it. You know what I mean.
Just play a fighter with a bow. It's way better.
See? See? Oh, God, he carried it over. Not only is the bard who was creeping on the paladin in the last episode, she still has the hearts in her eyes, but she's now stalking the paladin. Oh, God. Tiefling love elf. I would like to say, bards, the reason that there are so many racial variations in D&D, you know it's true. Come on. All you have to say is, how come you're a dragon half-orc with a partial abyssal fiend half-elf? All you have to say is, I came from a family of bards, and it makes perfect sense. I want to play that character now. Shit, I want to play that character now. When the joke becomes something you actually want to do. Yeah, Erebus will probably beat me to it anyways. Still. Lord, if you're watching this, damn it, because I know you already are doing this, you probably already thought of a way to do it. Damn it. I don't even know what he's going to say. I already know he beat me to it. Damn it.
Alright, fine, I'll talk about the class. Ranger is the other of the bisexual style of classes, where it likes fighter, but it also likes druid, and flips between the two depending on which one looks cuter at the moment. Hell, it even steals a few things from rogue because it's so indecisive. And despite the name ranger, you're not actually restricted to use any sort of ranged weapon in order to be effective. As far as combat goes, you get the usual fighter, but not really fighter set of features. Fighting style, all weapons, extra attack, spell casting, D10 hit die, hey Macarena. From rogues, it steals the ability to channel your inner chameleon and blend into the environment. Except instead of hiding in the shadows and watching where you step, it's more like putting on makeup, so you need to take some time, have a good look in the mirror, maybe look up some tutorials while you're at it, then start over when you
For anyone wondering who Sailor J is, one, let me know if there's more clips of her. Two, I know that clip. My wife watches it constantly. it's literally like it's been in my dreams. She listens to it so much. I'm like, yes, this is how we contour to suck the souls of our victims. I can't do impressions. That's as close as I'm going to get, and I know it's horrible. Yeah. Also, I love how the ranger he's making into the pretty class because of the hiding feature.
Realize you were using the wrong shade of foundation. From Druid, it's
There's
still so that
shades?
being one with nature flavor it's got going on, and a whole lot of spells, but not without a few exclusive spells of its own.
Angry,
like having a target
angry
explode a bunch
archer.
of thorns when hit with a ranged attack, plant arrows in the ground
Yep.
and turn them into proximity-based fireworks, except the gunpowder is magic and the lights are bits of enemy brains, and single-handedly the objectively best ranger spell, Swift Quiver. Not for the unlimited ammo, that's dumb, nobody keeps track of their arrows anyway, but because it turns your ranged weapon into a rapid-fire machine gun.
But Joseph, you said you don't need to use a ranged weapon to be effective
Dual
as
swords.
a ranger. Those all sound like ranged weapon exclusive spells.
That may be true, however.
The archer class is made up of archers. For everyone out there who plays Fate Grand Order, and all you're thinking is, what are they going to do with all these ranged options, but they're a dual wielder? If only we had an Emiya to show us exactly what Emiya would do in a situation where Emiya might maybe shoot arrows, but they look like... No, I got this. What if they're not shooting arrows, but they were shooting great shields? That's definitely it. Yep. Shooting great shields. Makes perfect sense to me.
Anyway, when it comes to actual unique ranger features, you can use the power of racism to decide what kind of creatures you're going to perform extra potent hate crimes on, and preferred terrain, where you can pick your favorite environment, and after trotting around picking flowers or litter, depending on what it is, you can become a fantasy Bear Grylls, which is basically real-life Bear Grylls, except with a kobold crew filming you instead. And if you worry that sounds too situational, and that if you picked a forest terrain...
Okay, I just need to ask, how many other people who watched this then did a ranger with a kobold film crew? Please tell me they had a magic film crew of kobolds filming the fantasy Bear Grylls Ranger. Please, someone in the chat, let me know if someone did that, because I just want to go and find out about that, because it sounds like such a stupid idea. I want more. Oh god, it's beautiful and I love it.
And the entire campaign took place in the snowy mountains would mean the feature would be more useless than a football player who got tapped on the shoulder and started clutching their knees crying in the fetal position. Don't worry, you're right, and it is. What isn't situational is just about everything else involving the environment.
Ah, god. Might change the quality because I can never set up my recording environment the same way at different times, apparently. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend I don't completely empathize with that. Yeah, no, that's not a problem I've ever had. It's not like I've had issues like that. Ignoring how I had almost a couple of years of live streams where it's like, hey, you're going to be muted today. Yeah.
You can sense what kids are trespassing on your lawn and then not have to worry about the weeds that might otherwise slow you down from catching them and giving them a good weapon! When it comes to flavors of the no really trust us, you can totally use melee and still be a useful class. You have Pokemon Trainer with a gun, like rogues but even dodgier, literally a monster hunter, thinking with portals, and pew 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 pew!
Portals?
Alright, let's address the beholder in the room. The vanilla incarnation of the ranger has a reputation of being less useful when compared to the other classes due to questionable abilities and how they function. That's not to say the class can't be useful or powerful in the right circumstances, but some consider the ranger's situational and sometimes underpowered features to leave something to be desired. However, there's nothing wrong about talking to your DM about changing how certain skills work, if that happens to be the case, so that you can have more fun at your role-playing table. But you know...
I just want to warn people, we had a ranger. He chose Fiend as his preferred enemy. We were fighting goblins. A lot of goblins. And then a bunch of undead. Fuck zombies. And they were fine. Fuck zombies. So the DM was like, you know what? Let's give the ranger his favorite enemy. And then he exiled us to the abyss at level 4. Yep. This is why you don't ask the DM for things. They listen.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's not about how many numbers you can do to the bad guys, but whether or not you can shoot
Spikes out of the ground while firing bolts from your heavy crossbow atop a feathered velociraptor.
And now you know how
That
to play
actually is pretty
ranger.
awesome.
You're welcome.
Was that a druid? Okay, quick thing, just because I know this may or may not come up. The entire feather velociraptor thing, that is scientifically accurate. The velociraptor did have feathers. Yeah, they actually looked a lot more like really angry chickens. Or as most people who have ever had to deal with chickens, normal. Seriously, if you ever want to know what happened to dinosaurs, just go get a chicken. And they are not pleasant. They are like, oh, you're going to eat me? I'm going to fuck you up, you bitch. Evolution, fuck you. That's basically a chicken's personality. And don't even get me started on geese. Yeah. Sorry, feathered dinosaur just kind of threw me for a loop there because it's like, yeah, that's actually accurate. He knew. He put in the right thing. That is completely accurate. Yeah. Also, then it turned into the druid at the end. Oh, God. If they just gave rangers a mounted animal companion feature, and like not as something they can gain, but just something from level 1, I would be very tempted to do that. It would be stupid. I would never actually do anything useful with it, but it would be fun as hell. Oh, God. I do like how he initially started with, haha, just play fighter. Because, yeah, it's like a watered-down druid who wanted to do more melee damage, and then they just went with bows, because that's where all the actual good abilities are. Yeah. I like this one. He didn't shit on Ranger nearly as much as I thought he would, with the exception being immediately right in front and then having his arm erased. But he actually gave a very fair description. I would love to see if, for any reason, someone could bribe Joe Cat into just covering the new updates. I don't know. I don't know if he's moved on from the series ever since he did the entire DM wrap-up video, which I seen he did, and it was huge. I can't wait to see it. But I'm looking forward to this. I want to see more. And there is more, so I'm going to do that. So if you haven't already, again, there is a link below to the original videos. Make sure to hit them up. And if you're still here at this point, you are exactly the kind of person who should hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notifications. And by say, get notifications, note that I completely remember to include because YouTube won't actually do that. Just do that anyways, because then you can go hit up Discord and actually get notified. Discord, because YouTube won't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.